Hello, I am so excited about today's video. I have some new makeup releases, makeup finds that I've been loving lately, and I cannot wait to share them with you. I have various brands, high-end, drugstore, and affordable, and various types of products that you'll see me applying in today's video and giving my thoughts on. And I'm even more excited because a brand that I share and talk about here on my channel all the time reached out to me a little while back to partner with them to share a few of their new makeup releases, and I'll be including those in today's video from Flower Beauty. So I am very excited to be partnering with Flower Beauty on today's video. I've had some of those products on in a few videos. You've asked me about them, but they weren't launched yet, and I'll be sharing those today, as well as a bunch of other products from other brands too. I am still in my temporary filming space because of Hurricane Ida. If you want the full rundown on that or the latest update, I'll have my August monthly favorites linked down below, and I'll have a new update coming out here soon. We'll probably be in our new space by the time this video goes up. We're kind of nomads right now, so that's what's going on with the whole background thing that's different from normal. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and let's go ahead and get into these new makeup products, makeup releases that I've been loving. The foundation I have on will be included in an upcoming foundation road test, which is why I'm not applying it on camera today, so stay tuned for that video. It and every other product I'm talking about in this video will be listed and linked down below. My brows are already done. You know, they're never perfect, but that's not a new product. This, however, is. I always prep my lips as one of the first things I do when I sit down because I like them to be nice and hydrated. I like the vertical lip lines to be as filled out as possible so that when I apply my actual lip products towards the end of my makeup, my lips just look and feel the best that they possibly can. So this is new from Paula's Choice. It's her lip boost that has hyaluronic acid, peptides, and squalane. It's supposed to hydrate and fill out the lips and kind of treat them over time as well as immediately. This is something I've been using quite a bit and testing out. I've been enjoying this. It's not scented, it doesn't have a distinct flavor, and it's not thick. I know a lot of you don't like those thick lip mask type things. This is thin. I like the applicator as well. It applies really easily and it's portable too. I was excited about this when I first got it. I've had a lot of luck with Paula's Choice products and I've been enjoying this one. I'm pretty picky about under eye concealers, under eye correctors. If you follow me already, you know this. I have dry textured under eyes. I have dark circles. Sometimes it's hard to find a balance between covering properly and enhancing the dryness, the texture. So this is the Red Carpet Secret Eye Bright Palette. It's new from Flower Beauty. I've been trying it out for a little while now. It comes in 4 shades. I have it in the shade Light. I was really excited when I saw this cooling eye treatment wand in here because I was sent 2 of these for each eye from a medical skincare grade brand once, and I tried to find dupes of it and I couldn't find them anywhere. Apparently, you know, it's pretty proprietary, but I loved the way it made my under eyes feel so soothed and depuffed. I like to apply a tiny amount of the primer, tap it in with my finger, and then on mornings when I'm puffy or if I just want to feel extra soothed, I roll that wand under my under eye and it just feels so good. It has good ingredients, vitamins A, C, and E, sunflower seed oil, and licorice root. The primer is an optional step, but it does give some more benefits to that delicate under eye area. Then I mix the concealer shades based on what I think I need my under eye area to have. I don't have corrector underneath my eyes, and I never take foundation underneath my eyes. The less layers, the better. This concealer has caffeine in it, so it's supposed to awaken the under eyes and soothe the under eyes as well. It's also got safflower seed oil and green tea leaf extract to calm the skin. And I like to mix my shades so that I can really get a custom color depending on what my foundation shade is that day. And because my lids aren't getting less textured the older I get, I enjoy using it as an eyeshadow primer as well. The proof is in the pudding. There's a huge difference in my dark circles from when I started putting on my makeup to now. It's also creamy. It's not drying, which is huge for me. It doesn't enhance the texture under my eyes as the day goes on. Now there is a powder in here. It does have some sheen to it. I typically use a matte under eye setting powder. This is going to be a preference thing. I like to use this as a highlight. I'll show you that later on. It's a really, really pretty natural looking highlight for me. So this is truly a multitasking palette. You can also use this on the face as a concealer. It's great to travel with. To set my under eye area, I have this palette from By Terry with some shades of the Hyaluronic Hydra powder in pressed form. I'm going to use this lightest shade. I do use my just slightly dampened sponge that I used for my foundation. I get asked a lot if I have issues using my dampened sponge in my pressed powders. I do not, because it's just barely damp, so it really doesn't do anything, but you can always just leave your powder open for a half an hour if you feel more comfortable. Editing Stephanie here. The clip where I applied powder under my eyes somehow disappeared, so we're just picking right up where I'm setting my face. I have no idea what happened, but you get the idea. I did the same thing underneath my eyes. Sorry. And I'm just kind of taking my sponge in a mixture of these 3 shades. I don't know. I just find it works to give me a very natural look on the skin. I mean, this powder is just so beautiful, but I like having that lightest shade as an option under the eye, and then having the more natural shades to use as either a setting powder or a finishing powder too. So if you are a fan of By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powders and you want something that's portable, or if you want multiple shade options, I love it in pressed format, and there is also a deeper option too. I'm starting off my eyes with this BH Cosmetics Party in Puerto Rico palette. I feel like I've been talking about it nonstop, but it really is just so pretty. So I'm taking the shade Flamenco along my lower lash line, and I'm continuing my lower lash line up with that brush just to keep my eye lifted. And I'm also going to put that same shade in my transition. Then I'm going in with this really pretty kind of terracotta shade on the outer third of my eye, extending it upwards a little bit and into the crease. And you can see for all of this, I'm holding my brush towards the edge or the middle. That helps a lot with the application of your shadow and just giving you a little bit more control over your brush. Periodically check into your mirror and look straight forward and make sure that you can see the shadow that you want to see above your crease, especially if you're a little bit hooded. It also helps to look straight forward to make sure your shadow is even from one eye to another. Those of us with asymmetrical eyes may never have everything be quite even, but we can do the best we can. So I just wanted to pop in a little bit of color from this palette. The main part of my eye look is going to be from another palette, but I just have really been loving this. It's a great price. It's got great shades in it. The quality is here for both the shimmers and the mattes. This Desert Lights palette is what I had on in a couple of videos on my lid that you could not stop asking me about, and I cannot tell you how easy this is to use, and every shade in here is stunning. You have 6 shades in here that are very creamy, and they're infused with these micro pearls, and they don't have much fallout at all. You swipe them on with a finger, super easy, one and done look, or you can combine shades. My footage got cut off, but you were able to see just this simple eye look using these 2 shades. I mean, that's where the impact comes from. I did finish up lining with the Bare Minerals Mineralist eyeliner in the shade Topaz. It's just a simple deep brown. These are great long-lasting eyeliners if you're looking for that. And I added mascara as well. This is one of my favorite products to use lately. You can get such a great look by swiping on 1 shade, 2 shades, whatever you want to do, tap it on, swipe it on, you're good to go. There are so many high-end palettes that don't perform this well. So yeah, great release from Flower Beauty. I'm feeling rather pale, rather monochromatic on the face. So I'm going to show you really quickly in this Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm palette, this deeper shade. I don't normally contour on a daily basis, but that's what this shade is for. It's not for bronzing because it's a cooler toned brown, but I have been really liking it. I love the blush. It looks like it's really super shimmery, but it's very wearable. So I'm going to show you that too. Now I use the highlighter in a different video. I'll have that linked down below. So if you're wanting to narrow your forehead, chisel out your cheekbones, your nose, your jawline, whatever, this works pretty well. And I can show you how, if you go overboard to fix that towards the end. This blush looks like it's going to be over the top, super shimmery, but it's actually just really lovely. It does have a sheen to it, but it's not texture enhancing. It's really flattering. So I feel like you can kind of see that a little bit. If you didn't want to wear a highlighter, you don't have to. See how that's just a really pretty flattering shade? It's got a little bit of gold in it, kind of a peachy gold. And you probably won't get this much luminosity in real life. I just have a lot of lights pumping in here. And so I have to really pile it on so that you can, see the color at all. It's not washed out. I've been liking this palette. I've been been reaching for it quite a bit because I do really love this blush shade and the highlighter too. So let's go back to this Red Carpet Secret palette and use this as a highlight. I do tap off my brush just because that's what I always do with my brushes. I'm hoping you can see that in this light. Can you see that? It's really nice, especially if you don't like a chunky, glittery highlight. I don't know, it just added a little bit of something, a little brightening. This is so finely milled. I feel like you can even add it on the nose and it doesn't look like that tip of the nose highlight, you know, it just slims it a little bit. Now, this is the only bronzer I brought when we evacuated, so I am going to use the Benefit Forest palette and just reach into the Hoola bronzer and bronze really quickly where I feel like I need it. I don't even think I need that much, to be honest. This was kind of my multitasking palette that I brought. This is not new. It's new-ish, but I do love it. I'm going to use Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil pressed setting powder. I have the shade Sheer Light and Translucent, but I can actually use this as a finishing powder since it is still kind of translucent. So I'm just going to buff over my entire look to give kind of an airbrushed finish to my makeup and to kind of take away any harsh lines just in case I have any. This is just something that you can do if you want to. I'm just throwing this in as a bonus, an optional step. Now I've finished my look and I've put on my lips. I'm going to talk about those here in a second, but first I want to share this kind of different powder that a lot of people have been talking about. This is the Flower Beauty Jet Set Invisible Powder Spray. It's a little bit different because it's not setting spray, it's actually powder in a spray. It's in aerosol form and you kind of think you're just going to get hit with a ton of powder. You actually don't. It's very, very fine. You almost don't even feel it. It does help absorb oil and control shine, and it leaves your skin with kind of a soft matte finish. I was a little bit skeptical about this, but it does do what it says and it kind of blurs the skin, and you don't need any tools. You don't need a sponge, you don't need a brush, and it is translucent so it doesn't leave a white cast. Now I personally like to use this as an on-the-go touch-up spray rather than something to set my makeup with. That's why you didn't see me set with it earlier. I also like to use it when I'm having a makeup free day if I just need something to control my shine, because the shine in my T-zone can come through. If I'm having a clean skin day and I'm just wearing no makeup, it can help with that. It's gentle on the skin. The rice starch is what helps control that shine and just give that fresh appearance. It's also got coconut fruit water, which helps the skin feel fresh, and it's got chamomile flower extract, which is very gentle on the skin. I've actually kind of been holding my thoughts on this, not putting it in a video until now, and I'm enjoying it. Just kind of a grab it and go type of product, and it's affordable and accessible too. I'm finishing off this look with the Essence Soft and Precise Lip Pencil in the shade Bold. It doesn't seem very bold. It's more of a nude neutral look, which is what I like. I normally fill in my lips, but I just outlined today so that you could see exactly what the Charlotte Tilbury Catwalking lipstick looks like without lip liner underneath it. This is also one of her new products. I've really been enjoying the formula, the shade. It's warm, but it's not too warm. And I think since we're moving from summer to fall, it just looks nice with this look. I had a ton of great products and a few fails in my August favorites and fails. I'll link it here for you, as well as my most recent dupes video. I had some great products in there. If there are new products out there you want to hear my thoughts on, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you found this helpful and enjoyable. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.